I thought today we would be looking at the concept of play. I've been watching my 18-month-old and just watching the way he moves his body around and the way he doesn't resist. Like when he falls, he just kind of surrenders and so graceful when he lands. And when he's moving around, he's not like thinking about what he's doing. He's almost like dancing as he's moving around the place. And I was just so curious about what being so embodied feels like. And I thought the practice this morning, we would bring ourselves back to like being a toddler and experiencing movement from that place of play and curiosity and almost just wonder. And in the poses today, and I invite you to potentially not look at form so much as feeling. So to be curious, downward dog, you've maybe done 100 times, but what if we sort of look at it as a playful thing? Maybe you imagine yourself as a dog and maybe something feels a little different. Maybe you wag your tail when you're up there. So for the practice today, we're going to move in ways that maybe are a little bit different, but with the intention of play. So that's where we're going to go. We got Sandy as well. Morning, Sandy. All right, so from a kneeling position, we're just going to begin by doing some seated cat-cow. So hands to the knees and just rolling belly to spine, chin to chest as you go forward and pulling the chest through the arms, arching the back and looking up as we arch. So just backwards and forwards. And once you've got the movement, I want you to release the idea of what you're doing and just have a play with it. So maybe it means you're moving a little bit more freely. Nothing has to be perfect. And the next time we come to a nice straight spine, we're going to interlace the thumbs, sort of like you're making a butterfly, and then bring the hands up above the head. And then reach up out of the shoulders, reach up out of the waist. And so you feel yourself nice and tall, and then just move left to right. I like to describe this as a snake moving out of its skin. So you're shedding old skin, you're shedding old patterns, you're moving away from rigidity, and you're finding your fluid, playful self. It's just moving and finding space in the side waist. And then as we bring the palms down, we'll roll the arms, the fingers towards us, and then the hands go back, body goes forward. Interlace the hands behind your back. Put the top of your head on the ground and lift the hips. For 3, 2, 1, release. Beautiful. Knees wide, child's pose. Crawl the hands out, drop the forehead down. In our child's pose, we'll crawl the left arm underneath the right and come to thread the needle. Left ear is on the mat. Right arm reaches out in front of you as far as you can go up on the fingertips. Breathe here. Maybe you can take the right arm around your back and then roll the right shoulder open a little bit more. And as you come up, keep that left arm across your body. Take the right arm underneath. So it's sort of like you're doing a shoulder stretch. So bring the left shoulder back. Release the shoulders down away from the ears. Feel that beautiful stretch across the left side of the bicep. And then continue to eagle wrap your arms. Palm to palm. Come high on the knees. Inhale the palms up. Exhale, bring the elbows down on the inside of your knees as you fall forward. Now, elbows rest on the ground. Look at both of your knees. Keep the elbows where they are. Unleash the hands and bring the hands to opposite knee. Hold your knee and then gently lean back to find a stretch across the back. Head in towards the chest. Release, hands open wide. Let's do the other side. So threading the needle, right arm underneath. Right ear to the ground. Taking that left arm behind the back. And as we come up, keep the right arm across the body. Left arm comes and helps that right arm to stretch across the body. So nice straight arm. Relax the shoulders down. Pull it in nice and close to feel the stretch. And then come to eagle wrap, palm to palm. Bring the elbows up on the inhale. And on the exhale, elbows down between the knees. Rest the elbows on the ground. Look down at your knees. Take opposite hand, release to opposite leg. And then pull back with the hands on the knees, chin to chest, find the stretch. Beautiful. Open the arms, open the chest. And let's crawl out onto our forearms. Send the legs back into forearm plank. So you're up on your toes, elbows are under shoulders, palms suction to the ground, engaging your core for 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees, drop the hips, lift the chest, feel the stretch across the back. Whew. From here, we bend both knees, feet to the sky. And then just start to windshield wiper your feet left to right. It's a nice release through the lower back. And see if you can dip the feet to the right and then look towards your feet over your right shoulder. And then dip the feet to the left, look over the left shoulder. Do that a couple more times, just releasing through the lower back. And then release both feet down, lie onto your mat, make a pillow with your hands, release the forehead down. Shake out the hips, release. From here, we're going to do a deeper shoulder stretch. So we're going to press into both arms, come onto the elbows again. We're going to take the left arm and thread it across our body. So it's the same shape as we did before in the warm-up. And then we're going to lie the body down onto that right arm, onto the left arm, pardon me, and then reach the right arm forward. So you're using your body weight to open up through that left shoulder. For 3, it can be quite intense, so just breathe. For 2, 1. Bring the arm down, bend through the right knee so it comes out to the side. And then you're just going to roll onto your back, and you're now in a twist with your right knee across the body. So just breathing into the twist, finding a nice stretch across the back. For 3. For 2. Lots of rolling in the practice today. Lots of twisting and rolling and playing on the floor. And let's roll back onto our bellies. Let's do the other side. Right arm threads underneath. Use your weight to find the stretch across that forearm. Make sure the arm's not too far across or too far out. Make sure that the shoulder is still in line. And then as the left arm goes out, try and face the left arm towards the ground as well. So find a stretch that works for you and breathe deeply. For 3. For 2. 1, bring that left hand back under. Bend the left knee and then use that hand to roll yourself over onto your back, and you're in a twist on your back with the left knee across. Breathing into the chest, breathing into the belly. Beautiful. Back onto our belly, rolling over. Hands underneath the shoulders. Let's press back to our child's pose. Beautiful. And to our tabletop. So in our tabletop this morning, you're just going to have a play. So it's a free movement in tabletop. Maybe take the head for a circle, the hips for a circle. Just allowing the body to move as it needs to. Just having a play in your tabletop. No right or wrong. And when you're back in your tabletop, can you reach your right leg back behind you? And we're just going to point and flex through the toes. And then we're going to bring the right leg back down, left arm lifts to the sky. And we're going to thread the needle from tabletop. So you stay up on your knees and then bring left shoulder, left ear to the ground. Your bum stays up in the air. So get nice and comfy on that left shoulder. Good. Bring that right arm all the way over up into the fingertips. And look down at your left hand. So the left palm faces up. And then the right hand is going to plant on top. So you've got two palms, like your hands are in prayer position on the ground. Good. So breathing here. If you feel unbalanced, just stay as you are and breathe. If you want to challenge, press your right hand into your left hand. Can you lift your right leg back behind you again? Yes. Good. For 3. For 2, 1, bring that right knee down. Beautiful. Bring the right hand to support you and then open back up through the left arm. Back to stillness. Look to your right. Take the right leg out to the right, toes facing forward. Continue to cat-cow in this position with the right leg out to the right. And then we're going to come up to gate pose. So the leg is nice and long. Turn your right toes out to the right. Bring the right knee over the right ankle. So you're bending your knee. And then just sort of pulse into that right leg. Good. So you're opening through that right hip. From here, taking your right elbow down onto your knee, left hand up and over. So it's a side body stretch. Gorgeous. For 3, for 2, 1. We're going to bring the left hand down to the ground on the left side of the body. Straighten through that right leg. Lift that right hand behind you. Or find a beautiful right body stretch. For 3. Find your edge for 2. 1. Back to tabletop. Circle through the hips. Reset. From here, left leg back. Feel how stable you are in this balance. Point and flex through your toes. And as the left knee comes down, straight away right arm lifts and thread the right arm through right ear to the ground. When you feel stable in that shoulder, reach the left arm out in front. Feel the stretch. And when you're ready to have a play with your balance, bring the left palm on top of the right palm. Stay here. Or if you did the balance on the other side, see if you can lift your left leg back. For 3. For 2. And 1, left knee down. Left arm supports you. Open back up through the right arm. And look to your left. Left leg comes out to the side. Left toes forward. Cat-cow here. When you're ready, coming up high on the knee, turning those left toes out to the left, bending the knee, bringing the left ankle underneath the left knee and just bending into that left side, opening up through the hip. And when we're ready, left elbow onto the left thigh, right hand up and over, side body bend to the other side. Looking down on the right side, bringing the right hand down, stretching through the left leg, bringing the left hand high. Find as long as you can be, reach to the back of the room. And roll forward into your tabletop once more. This time, we're going to tap the toes and come to downward dog. Finding space through the back of the legs and inviting play and curiosity into your practice. So maybe you've done downward dogs a million times. Pretend this is your first downward dog. How does it feel in the hands? How does it feel in the head, neck, and shoulders? Maybe you can have a play with how close your feet are, how close your hands are. Everything is open for movement. So when you're ready, we're going to raise the right leg high. Keep the right leg high and see if you can press forward to a plank, keeping that right leg high. Good. Back to three-legged dog. Right leg stays high. Beautiful. Drop the right leg down. Let's try it with the left. So left leg to the sky. Keep it up as you move forward into plank. Strength training. Keep it up as you move all the way back into your three-legged dog. Press, 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 press. Left leg down. Beautiful work. Into your plank. Press forward. So nice, strong plank. Shoulders over wrists. Keeping the hips down. Can you bring your right knee to your right elbow? Ooh, and back. Left knee, left elbow. And back. Downward dog. Well done. Right leg to the sky. Let's step it forward this time. Warrior one. Let's make it a little wider. Bring the right leg to the right a little bit more in your warrior one this morning. Connect your elbows, connect your thumbs, and take the fingertips above your head. And then use that to move out of your waist. Find the length in the back. If you pull your thumbs against each other, you'll feel the opening of the back. You feel the openness of the shoulders. From here, bring the fingertips towards you, flip the palms around, body forward, hands back. Interlace the hands behind your back, reach the chest forward. You're in humble warrior, so body down as the palms lift. For 3, for 2, for 1. Bring the hands to the ground. Drop the left knee. Bring the left palm to the ground. And on the inhale, we'll bring the right hand up. And you'll look between your left hand and your right foot. There's a gap here. So can you bring your right hand up and then thread that right hand through and then out the left hand side on the exhale as you straighten the right leg. So that's the direction. So inhale, bend the knee and lift the hand high. Exhale, thread the hand through all the way to the left as you straighten the right leg. Beautiful. 2 more. So you're just really winding and threading through yourself. Beautiful. From here, hands frame that right foot. Let's tuck the back foot and come to low high lunge. So bring the left hand down and then straighten the right leg into the right hand into a twist again, but the left leg is straight. So hips sink to the ground because you're in a lunge, right knee's bent. And we'll see if we can do the same thing, but with the left knee up. So inhale, reach the right hand high. Exhale, thread the needle through and begin to come to straighten, lift the right toes. So you're doing the same thing, but it's a bit more intense now. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, straighten. Good. Let's just do 2 more. And when you finish your next one, hands to the earth, stepping back to your plank, knees down, chest down, chin down. Slither like a snake up into your baby cobra. And then back to your child's pose. Take a breath here. Soften your head, neck, and shoulders. Breathe into your shoulders. Just 3. 4, 2. 1, we're back in our tabletop. Coming back to downward dog. Other side, left leg lifts. Stepping it through to a wide warrior 1. So left leg to the left, right heel grounds, interlace those thumbs and come up to your warrior 1. Take some time to move out of the waist. Send those thumbs away from each other to spread across the back. Sink through that left knee and breathe here. Let's spiral those fingers back towards us. Send the hands back and body forward. Interlace the fingers. Reach the chest forward and down. Humble warriors. You bow down on the inside of the left knee. For 3. For 2. 1, take the right hand down. Take the right knee down. And we're doing those threading of the needle in our low lunge here. So left hand to the sky. Exhale, taking the left hand through and to the right as you straighten the left leg. So forward as you bend the knee, lift the left hand. Exhale, thread it through as you straighten. Beautiful. So now have a play with it. You know what to do. So switch off the brain and just have a play. Just feel like you're rolling and twirling. Doesn't matter what the legs and the arms are doing, but what is the feeling doing? What is the energy doing? There's curiosity here. There's wonder here. There's no right or wrong. Just exploration. So ready to do it with the straight right leg. So hands frame that left foot. Straighten through that right leg. So keep the hips low. Right hand to the ground. When you're ready, left hand will twist. Find your bearings. And when you're ready, go back for the twist. Left leg straightens. You lift your left toes and thread it through. Good. Okay, so keep going with this new added level of intensity. Remember your breath. The inhale as you lift, the exhale as you twist through. Let's just do a couple more. Beautiful. Next time your knees bend, hands frame the front foot. Stepping back to your plank. Knees down, chest down, chin down. Slither, snake your way forward. Cobra. Back to your child's pose. Take a breath here. Maybe sending the palms to the ceiling just to really fully relax through the shoulders. Coming out to sit on the knees, interlacing the thumbs once more, hands go high. Exhale, move the hands around and back, body forward, hands interlace behind you, back onto the top of the head as you lift the hips once more. Lift the arms. And then as you release, and as you bring the hands to the front of the mat, you're back into your downward dog. Ready to move on, right leg lifts. Right leg forward. Warrior one with the thumbs interlaced. Come on up. Spiral the fingers towards you, hands back, body forward, interlace the hands behind you, humble warrior. This time as the chest lifts, come to the left toes and use the momentum to lift the left leg into warrior three with the hands in a bind for 3, 2, 1. Left leg goes way back. Release the arms, open them to warrior two. Right knee bends, looking over your right hand. From here, bring the right arm across. Left arm is back into the same stretch from the beginning. So the right arm across, left hand, bringing that, encouraging that left shoulder back. Release the shoulders down away from the ears and tip towards the right knee. Bring and offer your right knee to the right elbow to the right knee, and then bring the left hand up and over into side body bend. Lots of pressure in that back foot, the outer portion of the back foot. Reaching from the left toes to the left fingers, sinking deeper into the right knee. When you're ready, use the back foot to press you back to reverse warrior. Breathing into the right side body. Now we're going to cartwheel and windmill to the front of the mat and come to standing split. So left leg lifts. Beautiful. Right knee bends, left knee bends, bring the knee to the nose. So it's a crouching position. Inhale. Exhale, straighten everything back to your standing split. 2 more like that. Crouching in, bringing it in. Exhale, bring it all back. Last time. And step the left foot by the right foot. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bring the feet wide. Toes out, heels in, and come down to a squat. Hands to prayer, elbows on the inside, and just find space here. Right hand down, left hand lifts in your twist. And then other side, left hand down, right hand twist to the sky. We're going to bring both palms to the ground. And we're going to bring the elbows in. So looking down at your elbows, make sure they look like chaturanga arms. So make sure they look like parallel and bent. We're going to come high on the toes, maybe bring the toes in a little bit together. And all I want you to do is hug your knees into your upper arms. So what I mean is squeeze, 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 squeeze your upper arms as much as you can, and then bend your elbows more. So squeeze your upper arms for 3, squeeze your upper arms for 2, and 1. Let's step or jump back into our plank. So if you're stepping back, you're going to come high on your toes, step one leg back, step the other leg back, and then knees, chest, chin through a flow. Snaking forward. And child's pose. Taking a breath here. Resetting the whole body. So we are going to have a play in crow pose on the other side. This may be the 10th or the first time you've tried crow. So have that feeling of play. Doesn't matter if you nail it, doesn't matter if you fall on your face. Actually, it does matter if you fall on your face. Grab a pillow. Put a pillow in front, just so we can keep ourselves nice and safe. Okay, let's do the other leg. Downward dog. Left leg to the sky. Step it forward to your warrior one. Interlace the thumbs, come on up. Reaching out of the waist, finding space. Big deep breaths. Centering on your left side. Bringing the fingers towards you, flipping them around and back. Humble warrior, interlace the hands behind you, chest leans forward and down. This time as you lift the chest, come onto the right toes. Use that to spring off into your warrior three on the other side. Lift that right leg behind you. Send the chest and the top of the head forward for 3. Shoulders back for 2. 1, drop the right leg back. Release the bind, open to warrior 2. Beautiful transitions, everybody. Warrior 2, sink the left knee. This time it's the left arm across the body, right arm helps it in. Relax and sink those shoulders down. Find the openness of the arm. You're almost twisting the body so that you're facing to the right side of the room. Now offer the left elbow down to the knee as you reach yourself over into side angle. Gorgeous. Make sure there's space in the left side of the body. Long line between the left foot and the left fingers. The right foot and the right fingers. Continue to breathe. When you're ready, pressing through the back leg, reverse. Left hand across the ceiling. When you're ready, hands will wiggle down, framing that left foot into standing splits. Lift that right leg up. Square off the hips. You can come to the fingertips if that helps. And ready for those pulses. So left knee bends, right knee bends, coming on in, and then pressing away, straightening both legs, even finding a lift of the chest. 2 more like that. Bending into a ball, reaching back. Last time in. Reaching back. Right foot comes to step by the left foot. Half lift. Bring the feet wide, toes out, heels in, and sink down into a squat. Find the release of the back here. Maybe circle through the neck. Okay, ready to play in our crow. You need to use your core. You need to bring those knees to press into the arms as much as you can. And the third part is to lift your hips high. So plant the hands. Come high onto the toes. Bring the toes closer in towards you. Bend the elbows to give the knees something to hold on to. Suction those knees in towards the arms. Bend the arms more. Suction the knees in. Lift the hips as high as you can. That's why the pillow's there. Now, maybe you can lift one toe off. Maybe you can lift the other toe off. Maybe you can lift both. But you really need to lean your weight forward. My advice is to look really far forward on your mat. Look where you want to go. Lift the hips higher. Suction the knees in more. Have a play for 3, 2, 1. Let it go back to your squat when you're ready. Beautiful work. Come to sit on your bum, legs out wide. Have a notice what dialogue came up in your mind. Have a notice like what was going on in the body when you were doing something a bit challenging. And next time something challenging comes up, can we bring that idea of playfulness, some joy to it so it's not so serious. Okay, legs nice and wide. Turn towards the right leg. Hands on either side of the right leg and just a gentle bow. Hands high, and turn towards the left, frame that left foot in a gentle bow. So that's what we're going to do, left and right, taking our time just to find some space, both sides. Nothing serious, just play. If you need to bend the knee as you fold over them, that's a nice way to be gentle to the body. Let's do a couple more each side. Now I want you to, next time you go to the left, I want to put both hands on the outside of the left foot. So you're twisting a bit more, so both hands on the outside of the right leg. So you're really trying to twist a bit more. And maybe the back toes turn in a little bit. So as I turn to my left, my right toes might turn down a bit. So you're sort of letting that hip rotate. So don't be so rigid, let the hip come up off the ground. And the reason I'm doing that is because eventually you'll be able to come to the back of the mat and press down. See how my hip comes up and my toes come down? So roll that hip up and in. So you're coming up to the toes of that back foot. You really have to be playful here because you can't stay still. You have to lift up. So let me see. Yes, very good. So almost like as you turn to one side, can you roll the other foot in and use the toes to push you up? Good, Linda. Can you press the toes into the ground? Yes. All right. Having a play. Okay, so can everyone just take a quick look at me for a second up the top? So as I go to my right, see this foot turns in. Well, I don't know if you can see. Left foot turns in, and so that I can lift up. So this foot will turn in, so up on my heel and up on my toes. Yes. Bring the hand right under the shoulder to give you support. Gorgeous. Don't be shy to turn that toe all the way around. Give yourself nice support. One more each side. Yes, nice one. I can see some lifting going on. I can see some experimenting going on. Ilona, that looks great. Okay. Back into straddle, taking a breath here. Let's do a quick boat pose here to engage through the abs a little more. So knees are lift, palms are lift. Maybe we straighten and then bend. Let's see if we can do 5 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Crossing over the feet or just rolling over to the side. Last flow in downward dog. We're going to put it all together. Okay, right leg lifts. Remember the play and curiosity. If it doesn't feel right for you, just do what you need to do. Right knee, left elbow across the body. Straighten the leg out. You're on the outside of the right foot. You're still on the left toes. Come down to the left heel as you lift the left hand. Okay, we're in a familiar position now. Can you just sit the hips down and you're going to be in your wide legs again. Bow down over your left leg. Good. Way to follow in a crazy direction. Okay, hands come up. Look back to the top of your mat. So now we're in the same thing we were doing before. Roll to the right. You need to roll your left toes in and down. Can you make it back up to downward dog? If you lost it, beautiful. If you didn't lose it, beautiful. It's all play. Coming back to downward dog, knees to the earth. Let's take a breath. Reset. Thumbs together, palms up. Release to the shoulders, let it go. Bow forward, hands behind you to the top of the head. Releasing everything as you lift the hips. Coming back. Let's try the other side, downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky. Left knee, right elbow across the body. Extend it out to the outside of the foot. Good. Come to the right heel, lift the right hand. You're in fallen triangle. Looking down at the ground, just send your hips down. Good, your legs are wide, bow down over your right leg. Beautiful work. Take a breath. So now we're in a familiar position. Turn back to the top of your mat, to the outside of the left leg. Bring those right toes to the ground so you can lift back up into your fallen triangle and back to downward dog at the top of the mat. Doesn't matter where you are, you can flow through for your last flow. Plank, knees, chest, chin. Let it go. Sliding forward, cobra. And child's pose. Well done. Palms to the ceiling. So I really went outside the box there. Really challenged you to do some pretty crazy things with your body. Some things that maybe you have or haven't done before. So it's a really beautiful feeling and a really beautiful practice to notice and sit with what comes up. Let's sit to the side. It brings our legs in front and roll onto our back. We're just going to roll out the spine. So rock and roll here. Find nice length throughout the back. When you find yourself on your spine, we're just going to find a beautiful hip stretch. So first of all, bring the knees to hover and cross the right knee over the left. And then bring your feet out to the sides and the knees in towards your chest. Your hands can grab either your shins or your feet, but wherever they grab or wherever they hold, I want you to separate your feet and sink your hips so that you get into the outside of both thighs. Good. Release and soften your head, neck, and shoulders to the ground. Long, deep breaths. Finding space. And as you release the feet, you're just going to drop the feet to the earth and the knees to the left, head to the right. Letting it go. Letting the expectations go, letting any judgments go. Just allowing your body and mind and spirit to be exactly as it is. Full permission. Last breath here. Unwind your legs, hug the knees in. And we'll do the other side, left thigh over the right. Hug the knees in. Bring the feet as far apart as you can and find either your shins or your feet, wherever you can find. Make sure you flex your feet so that you protect your knees here. And then again, soften through head, neck, and shoulders and breathe. Wherever you are is perfect. Wherever you are is your play. So you allow the breath to play through the body, going where it needs to, being curious and exploring. Just allowing that idea of wonder and excitement. From here, allow the feet to rest to the ground, knees to the right, head to the left. Breathing deeply. Releasing any tension in the knees and the thighs. Softening through the neck and shoulders, softening through the face. Unraveling, coming back to center, finding happy baby. Hands around the outside of the feet or back of the thighs, wherever your happy baby lands. And have a play in your happy baby this morning. Just allow yourself to be free to move and stretch in your happy baby. I'm going to invite a little movement here. If you want to follow me, you keep your right foot and your right hand connected and extend your left leg and your left arm away from the body, nice and long. Take a breath and then switch. So left hand, left foot, right leg, right arm reaches away. So you're just alternating left and right, using your core, moving and radiating the movement from your center. Matching your movement with breath. Next time you've finished both sides, you're going to bring both feet to the earth. I'm going to try a playful bridge. So palms by your sides. And a normal bridge, you just lift the hips on the inhale and lower on the exhale. This morning, we're going to try lifting the hips with one leg and stamping the foot on the ceiling with one leg. It looks easier than it is. You really have to coordinate your hips being even, your core being engaged, and to make it a fluid movement, you have to kick up at just the right time when you're in your full expression of bridge. So have a play with that. Be curious about the movement. Be curious about the rhythm of your own body. Just a couple more each side. And when you're finished, you can bring the feet wide, knees knocking towards each other, and just windshield wipe legs. And the last stretch is a very gentle and subtle stretch for the shoulders. We've done a lot with the shoulders. So bring the feet back to knees pointing towards the sky. Just inhale the hands up so the wrists are above the shoulders. Soften the shoulders down away from the ears and into the ground. And then cross your right arm on top of your left and then give yourself a hug. So you'll be able to touch your shoulders at least. See if you can lift your shoulder blades up and get your fingers underneath your shoulder blades so maybe you can get a deeper wrap around yourself. And when you found the wrap that works for you, soften to the ground, soften your elbows, soften your shoulders, and breathe here. For 3. For 2. 1. Unravel, bring your hands out wide, give yourself a breath. And let's finish with the left arm on top, other side. So first of all, just touch your shoulders. And then the next breath, maybe lift your upper body up a little bit and scooch the fingertips right underneath there. Maybe you can give yourself a little massage underneath the shoulder blades. And then find a softness in the shoulders. Bring the elbows to rest as you allow the back to just dip into the earth. Big deep breaths into the back of the heart. And arms out wide, legs out wide. And then we'll soften into our Shavasana. You can lie on your back however feels comfortable. Maybe it's on your back, maybe it's on your side. Find a comfortable position for your relaxation and meditation this morning. If you need clothes or socks, take your time and find your comfort. And as you drift into your relaxation this morning, let's allow a lightness to our relaxation. So there's no end goal, there's no sort of seriousness to it. There's a playfulness. Even if you invite a gentle smile to your face, to your body, to your cells. And just in the same way that a child fully surrenders to the earth whenever they fall or lie or whenever they connect with the ground, just bringing some innocence, some curiosity, some wonder, some enchantment to your breath and to your body. Every inhale is special, every exhale is special. It's unique. Fluttering through your toes and fingers. Moving in whatever position, pose, movement that the body needs. And then rolling up to a comfortable seated position. When you're ready, And taking as much time as you need. And we'll end with hands in prayer. Hands to the forehead as a reminder to keep the thoughts open, honest and kind. Dropping the palms to the mouth, allowing our words to be gentle, honest and authentic. And dropping the hands to the heart center, feeling the eternal joy, unconditional love. And thank you for inviting play into your practice this morning. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for joining me.